It is alleged I had 3.5 cakes out of a box of 4 in a single sitting. It was stress. It was desperation. It was nostalgia. Greed? Oh no, I wouldn't say that. A lack of willpower, I grant you. But there was duress. That's my defence. I was driven to it. All of it. The buying, the ferrying home on the bus, the brewing of coffee taken with evaporated milk, the turning on the heating in the middle of the afternoon, and the first luscious bite into the coffee eclair. It was an orgy of sorts. Orgasmic? Hell yes. But it wasn't my fault. I used to meet my nan there. Once a month we'd meet for coffee and cake and push the boat out with fresh cream and glazed fruit. She worked in a munitions factory during the war, scrimped to get my mum to grammar school, and when I started working, I thought I might treat her once in a while. She was a real mix, my nan. She was like a geriatric Danny Dyer most of the time. West Country version, obviously. "Where's that to?" she used to say before adding, "You tip-filled thunderbolt!" But put Nan in Patisserie Valerie and she turned into June Whitfield. All softly spoken and liberal use of the word dear. So it was special to me. The place, not just the scoff. I asked to go there on my second date with Pete. Well, it was a bit of a test to see if he had a nice side as well as a nice smile. He probably thought I was a cheap date, but after 2 coffees and 3 cakes, he thought again. It was over a franny panny that I told Pete I was pregnant. It became a joke between us. Every time we went there, he thought we were going to have another baby. 6 is enough though, isn't it? Right? I told you I didn't have any willpower. I told you that, well, Pete has a nice smile. Always straight, my nan. Earned every penny, spent it wisely, and did the right thing. They were the values passed on through the whole family. My kids are fed up of hearing it, to be honest, but when they do, whenever I think they've forgotten, I say, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. So back in October, I had a bit of a wobble. Not as wobbly as the Patisserie Valerie accounts, I grant you. Not with big holes in the middle and a police investigation underway. Not with a bunch of fork-wielding shareholders asking if the auditors were too full of cake to notice the material shortfall in the finances. It's accounting speak, the material shortfall. It means you've got an eclair, but there's no bloody cream in it. Patisserie Valerie got through that. Enough to continue trading, enough to keep some straight and hard-working people in jobs that feed their families. Pete took me at Christmas too, before I started another resolution. It was lush. I had another big wobble this week as I sat in bed reading the Sunday papers. I had to wade through the usual Brexit nonsense, weighing up whether to stockpile sugar or pretend to be Polish when I'm next in Waitrose. I dismayed at the Dean of the London Business School, just on $500,000 a year and claiming every penny in expenses, including a bag of crisps. I know you must be worried about his health, but it's okay. It was M&S sea salt and balsamic vinegar, not a 6-pack of Monster Munch. I turned the page and wondered how quickly and seamlessly we had assimilated the pedal-powered delivery of our evening meals by a worker, not on contract, not an employee, who was probably, for Daily Mail readers at least, Romanian. And then I saw it. The article that said Patisserie Valerie was on the brink of collapse. Again. Oh, it's too much. I have a material shortfall, you see, a shortfall in understanding. I'm pretty sure that even if I were a senior executive in Patisserie Valerie, when I read the website and it said, add a little indulgence, get a slice of the action, I wouldn't think it was okay to help myself to the bank account. And I'm pretty sure if I were a member of the professional educational elite, paid pretty well for the gig at 10 grand a week, I'd buy my own snacks. But on Monday, when Patisserie Valerie went into administration and the prospect of them closing down forever became a practical reality, I did what the greedy tit-filled thunderbolts seem to be doing, having their cake and eating it. I did it. I confess. It was me. 3.5 of the 4-slice treat box, consumed in one sitting on a Monday afternoon. And if it's any consolation, I feel guilty and I feel sick. It might have been the cakes, although I've thought about Madame Valerie, who opened the first patisserie in 1926. I've thought about the livelihoods and families affected by 200 store closures. I've thought about my nan and the past. I've thought about my kids and the future. I've thought about greed and what it does to us. The feeling sick, I think it was that.